Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Potsmaker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmaker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament, of the Hebrew Bible. And today I'm reading the fourth part of the 28th chapter of the Potsmaker's Bible. Now, there's no corresponding Book of Zion chapter here because we're done with the Book of Zion until the end of this book. Okay, so I'm going to take up where I left off. We envisioned a place where people would come to seek advice or petition the aliens or priests for aid in life. Telepathy and magic are real tools to be used to help people with real world problems. In the future, it would be a place, the temple will be a place of learning and a place of honor, to honor the higher powers. But here and now, the temple is something more. It is a place where basic needs are met. It is a place to gather and organize goods and services. It will be a guild hall and a community center, a school, a daycare, a food pantry, a laundromat, a healer doctor's clinic, a homeless shelter, and a place to seek and honor the higher powers. The temple is so much more than a church. This temple of Zion is for everyone. The original temple was closed down, but I seek priests around the world to create temples for every place a Zionite is. You don't even have to call it a temple. It's the services the temple provides that is the point. These temples are our means to locally provide for our people in this social environment. I hope that every Zionite the world over will get together locally to create a temple for themselves. This temple is a place to gather at least once a week for religious reasons. That is Friday night at local sundown. We gather together to celebrate who we are and the aliens who gifted us with our drugs. This is a locally observed religious service. We who use drugs have just as much right to do drugs given to us by God as any other religious faith has the right to observe their religious rituals too. Our religious rituals just happen to be centered around drug use. We who are Zionites practice a religion that requires the use of drugs, making that Friday Sabbath observance a legal party observance. It is also legal, therefore, for us to gather together at the temple during the week in order to operate the temple and to provide goods and services for both members and the local community. The daily operations of the temple will be to organize local resources and to use them to help the community to create a self-sufficient Zionite community within the larger population. The temple will first establish its elders. The council will be the governing body of the local group. This council is elected by a vote. The leader will become the high priest. That person then contacts the web page to apply for a temple writ. To get that, they must study and pass a test. A Zionite testing. Okay, when the high priest passes and is ordained, then they will be linked to the temple complex, which will be a web page that we're going to have to design because I don't have one yet. Sorry. The temple complex will be the framework for the Zionite religion, the politics, and the infrastructure. The complex will eventually oversee all religious aspects of Zion in the society. What it is to become on the other side of the mountain remains to be seen. But until then, the temple complex will be the organization of the religion of Zion, the movement. The local temples are designed to help poor people become independent of money. Each temple organizes itself using local resources. Each member uses their own talents and skills to provide their temple with needed abilities. The temple becomes a part-time job. It pays in goods, not in money. It starts with using what you already have. Consider this. One of you is a gardener who always has extra seeds. Another has a big yard that can become a huge garden. In one season, your temple can have its local food source. No money was spent. That's the important thing. And all who work for the temple now have healthy, free food, freeing up money from their poor budgets. In exchange for the food, an unemployed member who loves kids runs a daycare. Think of the money that the entire group will save when they don't have to pay for daycare. For that service, the electrician does all the electrical work, the carpenter builds everything that needs to be built, the welder welds everything, the mechanic fixes everybody's car, and pretty soon you're so busy working for the temple that money no longer matters. The exchange of goods for services within the temple can provide for the community almost entirely. The money the members save by working with the temple is, of course, to be used to first improve their own lives so that each member can enjoy a few of the good things that this society has to offer. But eventually, that money will be unneeded. At that point, it should go to the temple to help prepare for future events, like, say, the big campout. So, when we've all bought all our new toys and paid off all our debts, we can give back to Zion by depositing the extra money into the GoFundMe Zion bank account. For the poorest of communities, and for everyone else as well, the temple only spends money when it has to. With the proper knowledge and learned skills, we should be able to fix or refurbish what society throws away. Junkyards, recycling bins, dumpster diving, or simply a junk collection drive. Go out into the community and find broken junk. That junk can become raw materials for anything that the poor need. Think about that. Case in point, junk cars can be used to make electrical cars for the members. Can't it happen? Take the frame, take the engine out, use the parts, get parts from other places if you have to, and make yourself an electric car. I don't see why it couldn't be done. Now, ceiling fans, I've been told, can become wind turbine generators. Broken solar panels still might have good cells in them. A broken toaster can be fixed, or its parts can be used to create new electronics. Okay? Because unused stuff is junk. But junk is free. So have a biannual junk drive. Go door to door and offer to take away people's junk. It's free. There are very few things in this society that hasn't been made to break down after a short period of time. So let's use the scrap from creating other stuff to make what we need and what we want. An old TV can become a computer part. An old microwave installation panels. Our local junk can become whatever we can imagine it to be. So we can create for ourselves a way of life that doesn't require money. And we can do it using little or no money at all. All we have to do is to get together and help each other out in any and every way that we can. And as we do this, we will be undoing all that is. Money is the fuel for this society. Everything depends on it. But all it will take to undermine that power source is to not use it. Every time you choose to not spend money, you weaken the economy. The more people that stop spending, the weaker money becomes. When enough of us stop spending money entirely, even for the most basic needs, then money will fail, and we won't be hurt by it. Only the rich will. The economy will go into a recession and then into a depression, and that depression will never end. It'll end when the firestorm hits. It'll burn it all away. But we will be safe and sound in our new mountain home where money is part of a game called Monopoly and poker. Nothing but a toy. Money and the society that created it, self around it, will be gone. Its power source too weak and vulnerable to inner forces. By the time we get the temples organized, the world stage will be set for our big event. Well, it's actually set right now, and we will be ready to begin. That's the thing, we're not ready to begin. Each temple will have its own resources. Each will be used to provide for their members at the big campout. Each temple must have tents and furnishings for each family unit. There has to be turbine generators, food, solar panels, outhouses, medical supplies, porta potties, porta showers, recycling setups for trash, fuel for fires, for campfires, electrical stuff to run power to all the tents, cooking units to provide communal meals, entertainment equipment, everything the community is going to need for a campout and in Zion. Because you see, we will be going to Zion from the camps. The temples are together our resources to do a mass exodus to the mountains. Each nation will have a camp, and those camps will all go to Zion. So make sure you take everything you need with and want with you when you go camping. Our camp out is our stand against the world. We won't be going back to our old lives. We will be creating a new nation. We will be going to Zion. So, with that being said, I'm going to stop for this time, and we'll pick up from there when we start again. So, until then, may the Great watch over you, provide you, keep you safe from harm, teach you right from wrong. May you always be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Be the joy, my people. Stay happy and high. Know that I love you. We have so much work to do, but it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. So, see you guys soon. Later, because I'll never say goodbye.